And looks like he gets to the outside, and he's going to pick up that first down.
Number 32, Simmons.
And Simmons picking up that first down there.
Simmons has been pretty solid on this drive. He's had like 3 or 4 handoffs for probably about 5 yards per carry. Not bad at all.
I don't think they've thrown the ball this play, and right now it's working for them. They're driving. They've already picked up 2 first downs, and we do have a player hurt on the field. That's going to be number 55. Apologies. It's going to be Cortez Newman. Hopefully he's okay. But let's talk about those first kind of third drive we're on here. Now, Ray South, fumble, second play of the game. And coming out in this drive, they're looking a lot stronger. I think they just kind of got some of those little pregame jitters, and now they're coming out and they're driving. So right now, Kearney, what do you think Kearney is talking about right now?
Kearney's talking probably about like, did we forget about Burnett's ability to scramble? Because they were all saying like, hey, we got a great pass defense, and then we're going to limit Marcus Neal. But hey, Raytown South can also run the ball too.
Absolutely, and that's just part of the game here, and just the football environment is you just gotta watch for everyone. You might have a star receiver, but you have to understand that you still got a solid running back for Raytown South. And as we're coming back here on the play, looks like he was able to walk off there. It's going to be Newman. Hopefully he's okay. He's just kind of hobbling off, but he's all right. And as Ray South coming back on the field, it's going to bring up 1st and 10. Right on the 41-yard line. Still in Cardinal territory. Trying to get past that 50-yard line. And as Burnett back in shotgun. Trying to get Kearney to jump off sides here. Takes a snap. Fake the handoff. Takes it for himself once again. Oh, and he's brought down about the 49-yard line. Just a yard short from that 50.
We've seen that, that quick little speed that Burnett has off the edge just to be able to...
Absolutely, and that's one thing that Kearney's really struggled with this year is running quarterbacks. Now, we saw that in the Smithville game. And
Andrew Hedgecourt.
Absolutely, and he did tear him up. He took one to the house on them. And watch out, because Burnett will take one to the house if he has the opportunity to. Neal in motion. Takes a snap, high snap, handoff. Oh, and he's brought back. And another purple swarm there.
Number 32, Simmons on the carry.
And Simmons on the carry there. Just met right at that line of scrimmage and just brought back.
Randall's a beast and got him. Just read that real well.
And we've seen a lot of Randall Freeland, stepping up in a defensive leadership role. A lot of guys a lot of people overlook Randall Freeland, but he's been one of the key components to this defense, and that's been a real key on why they are 6-0. And going to bring up 2nd and 7, I believe, trying to find the placing, and it's like penalties, illegal shift, and the Bulldogs are going to decline that one. Going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Not what you really want if you're the Cardinals. That makes it a 3rd and long when you could have a 3rd and short.
Absolutely. Can't be doing those. Oh, and another flag. I think they're going to call a legal shift again on Marcus Neal. Yep. False start.
Ball against the Cardinals.
And you hear those Kearney fans cheering. It's going to bring up third down once again.
That's got to hurt Coach Harris. He's probably not very happy about those back-to-back penalties.
Absolutely not. 3rd and 12. Not what you want to see on a solid drive they opened up with, and now they're moving themselves back. If you notice here, we got a one-on-one situation here, but if you see the safety come over from Kearney, he's going to collapse on that. Got 3 receivers, left side. Burnett takes it. Trying to find a man, throwing deep. Number 36 for the Cardinals. That's going to be Atrell Hines with the catch there, picking up the first down. That was huge. That was huge for the Cardinals.
That was a Burnett, obviously, is a senior quarterback, so he knows how to sneak it in those windows and just give it to his receivers whenever he can.
Absolutely. And I mean, that time you said noticing he's a senior, that brings a lot of experience to the table. And Kearney's playing a pretty experienced Raytown South team. Oh, and he's brought back at the line of scrimmage, thrown down. That's going to be number 32, Mylan Simmons.
Kearney's figuring out, hey, they keep running this read option. Let's just stop them in the backfield.
And that defensive coordinator with Marcus Brinkley he's been doing a very well job this year. Gonna be 2nd and 10. Cardinals right around Kearney's 44-yard line there. 2nd and 10. Takes a snap, looking deep. Find a quick check down pass, and he's brought down just short of that first down line. And that's going to be Chris Lemons. Chris Lemons with the pick.
Chris Lemons is known for being that guy in the slot for the Cardinals, and he's just known for being their number 2. He can pick up those yardages and get them easy, quick passes.
Kind of a guy that Kearney forgets about, and that's you need to have those guys on your team. You know, those number 2 receivers who are going to pick up those quick first downs like that. And 3rd and 1, bring it up. Neal takes it for himself, gets to the outside, picks up the first down. Oh, and he's brought down. And I believe that's going to be a first down.
He's brought down by number 20, Landon Goffridge.
Landon Goffridge tackling him down there.
And Goffridge is a pretty solid corner. We know his brother,
Dawson Goffridge,
kicked the longest field goal in Kearney history. So Landon's great on the defensive side. Dawson was great on the special team side.
I believe he kicked a 53-yarder, and that's insane. I think I was at that game when I was a lot younger, and I think he kicked it. I don't know. I think the whole crowd just cheered. It was amazing. He ended up playing at Brown and then transferred to Notre Dame. So great career for him. Burnett steps back to pass, but there's a flag on the play. They're going to call that one dead. And it's going to be a false start on the offense.
Against the Cardinals.
Wow, a lot of penalties on this drive here, but they have chewed a lot of clock. That could be another game changer as well.
Yeah, that's just tough for the Cardinals. I mean, you don't want to do that, especially against this Kearney defense that's just known for stuffing a lot of teams. They've been a really solid defense all year.
Absolutely, but Kearney has been known for their defense. They've always been known for those rough. I think about that 4-year stretch. That was kind of a tough spurt, but their defense was always heavy. Burnett steps back. Oh, and he overthrows him. That was targeted to number 21, Rob Wheaton.
Number 23, Chris Lemons.
Yeah, Burnett's known for being able to throw it far. I mean, he said in an interview with Cascade Sports that his freshman year he could only throw 20 to 30 yards, but now he can throw it 45 to 50.
I mean, that just comes with experience. And that was a very missed opportunity there. He had him wide. I think that was Chris Lemons wide open there, but they are going to move it up. They call a flag, I believe.
Penalty on the Bulldogs. It'll be 1st and 5. Cardinals.
1st and 5. Penalty on the Bulldogs there. They're going to replay that first down. So not missed opportunity, but that could have been a touchdown, and that would have been a huge fire back to the Bulldogs. Burnett back in shotgun. It's like Simmons in the backfield. Neal in motion. Got 2 safeties back for the Bulldogs. Steps back. Looking where to throw. He's going to fall right out. Up for grabs. Oh, and they're going to call a flag. Kearney fans not happy about that one.
Probably going to be defensive pass interference on the Bulldogs.
And they're going to be placed, I believe, at the 1? Or is it a 15-yard? And they're going to call pass interference. Can't be doing that close to the end zone.
That crowd is not happy about that call.
Absolutely, I don't think so, one bit. And that is going to bring up 1st and goal here. No apologies. Going to be placed right at the, I believe that's the 14-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Bulldog 15-yard line.
Bulldog 15-yard line. This is a huge opportunity for the Cardinals here. Burnett in shotgun. You got 4 receivers out. In motion. Lee Davis. Apologies, that was Neal in motion. Takes a snap, handoff to Simmons. Apologies. Oh, and Burnett goes down. Wow, not a way you want to do that.
They finally read Burnett, and they just took advantage of it.
And he had, I believe he had Simmons right up to him. I think Simmons had the gap there. So that was just, it was just it could have gone either way, and that's the way they play right now.
Hey, and Randall Freeland made another play on defense.
Like I said, Randall Freeland has been a key defensive player all year. And 3 receivers right, 1 left. Got Burnett back in shotgun, takes it, looking where to throw, looking deep. Oh, and he overthrows him once again.
Intended for number 2, Marcus Neal.
And he was intended there to Marcus Neal. And with a guy like him, he's gonna make plays, but you gotta put in a spot where he can go get it.
Yeah, Burnett just overthrew it a little bit.
Yeah, I think he's just still getting a little warmed up. So hopefully it develops more into the game. Sometimes you just got a little shaky start, and he's from the running standpoint, he's been having a phenomenal job at the running standpoint. He just needs to get that passing game rolling.
For sure.
And you hear that Kearney crowd rumbling. 3rd and 15, steps back to pass. He's got 1 rusher. He breaks 1, looking where to throw, but looks like he's going to try to take. Oh, and he's dropped right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th down. Wow.
He's met by number 33.
That's going to be Will Lincoln on the stop there. A big hit for him, being one of our key players from, I think, week 1, and he's been stepping it up all year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, now Marcus Neal, Will Lincoln just stopped him short of the line of scrimmage. Great effort on his part. And now it's a long 4th down for the Cardinals.
4th and 15. This could be game-changing. Steps back, looking where to throw. And it's overthrown. That's going to be a turnover on downs. That Kearney defense is hype. I would have. What would you have done there, Taylor, on 4th and 15?
I think they had a great play going there. Manny Burnett just put a little too much stuff on it.
A little too much. Maybe sometimes you just got to quit hitting the gym so hard. And just getting too strong, overthrowing all of his receivers. But that's going to be a 1st and 10. Bulldogs, turnover on downs. Going to be placed in Bulldog territory. Going to be placed, I believe, at the 17, 18. And got 1 receiver wide. I believe that's Rooney back there. Emmons goes in motion. Handoff, goes up the middle. He gets some space. And he's brought down right around the 42, 43.
Ball is carried by number 27.
I believe that was Tristan Williams on the carry there. Again, kind of incorporating everyone at this point. And that's, as a offensive coordinator, as a running back coach, that is key to have 3 very solid running backs back there.
And we know that we said in the beginning of the broadcast that Raytown South struggles with that type of running game.
But you also understand that they're focusing on packing that middle, and that's one of their that's a big key there. Back to Williams. Williams is loss of yards there.
They packed the middle on that play right there.
Kearney, at this point, Kearney is very diverse in their offense to where they can throw any team off. So you don't know if they're going to run it, they're going to pass it, or give it to Zach Grace and run him. And that's just how Kearney's going this year, and that's just a big thing for them. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. Rooney back in shotgun. Williams back there again. And in motion, being handed off to Emmons. Emmons is, brought down, gaining about 3 yards. Cameron Emmons, being a beast.
If you're Raytown South, you just want to stop Kearney whenever you can.
And times like this, 3rd and 6, Ray South, they need a stop here. You cannot let Kearney go down and get another touchdown. That's just a team like Kearney, they get up early, it's game over.
For sure.
Rooney back in shotgun, 3rd and 6. Emmons back in motion. Handoff. Oh, he steps back. He's got lit to come open deep midfield, and it's caught. Oh, and it's dropped. He had it in his hands, but he dropped it. And that was great defense there from number 22 for the Cardinals. That was Ty Towns. He was open.
Hightown's made a great play on defense, just coming in and then whacking the ball right out as soon as he caught it.
When you're beat like that and you're right on the receiver's hip, that was perfect defense. Perfect defense, as you said. Bringing up 4th and 6. Back in motion, running that same motion play once again. Oh, I guess they were trying to get him to jump. And it looks like Rooney here is going to punt it. We've seen this many times. As you see Johnson running back there. Oh, and it's a little short punt. Maybe let that ball roll just a tiny bit more. And Jacob Cohen's going to come up with that ball. Cohen Jacobs, apologies. And he's going to be placed right around the 9-yard line.
Inside the 10, nice punt by Casey Rooney.
Absolutely. As we're winding down here in the first quarter, you know, Bulldogs 8, Cardinals 0, but it's still been I feel like it's been a very evenly matched game. And only reason Kearney has that first touchdown is because of that early fumble. An early fumble, and I think they were very smart going for 2 right there. You know, catching them off guard, that was a big play.
Raytown South is, you know, coming in with 8 years just straight losses to the Bulldogs, and today they look like they've came to play today.
Absolutely, absolutely. 1st and 10 on the 9-yard line. Burnett takes a snap, handoff up the middle, and he gains a few yards there.
That's number 32. Mylan Simmons on the carry.
And Simmons on the carry there, taking on a few Kearney defenders. Randall Freeland, our guy here tonight. And that is going to conclude our first quarter action. Bulldogs 8, Cardinals 0. What a great first quarter. And that was just all around, like I said, a great first quarter. We will catch all you guys back when we come back from break.
Big shout out to our sponsor at the Activity Complex sponsor is DDR Auto Plaza. The field sponsor is Liberty Hospital and Kearney Clinic. The stadium seating sponsor is Constantino's Rice Chopper. The track sponsor is Clay County Savings Bank. And the press box sponsor is Precision Chiropractic. Thank you to the sponsors for your commitment to Kearney High School.
And we are back here in Kearney, Missouri, kicking off our second quarter action. It's going to be 2nd and 7, Cardinals right around their 11-yard line. Burnett back in shotgun, trying to get Kearney to jump once again. You got 2 receivers wide here. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Oh, and it's broken up there. Looks like from number, I believe that was number 50. It was Cole Williams. Apologies, Randall Freeland.
Randall Freeland's been a beast today already.
Oh, man. He's been all over the place. Getting tackles, stopping passes. That's what you want out of a guy like him, out of a defensive end like him. He's just been a beast all game. And bringing up 3rd and 7. Burnett back in shotgun. Got 2 safeties deep. Neal in motion. Apologies, that was David in motion. Looks past. A lot of pressure there. Looks like he's going to take one for himself, and he's brought back to that line of scrimmage, taking out that chain gang there.
They put a spy on Burnett that time, and they just were able to stop him in the backfield.
And he's got to get his arm going because they know he wants to run the ball now. He's got to get that passing game going.
Loss on the play will bring up 4th and 9.
It's going to bring up 4th and 9. Looks like the punt unit is coming out.
Thank you, Victory Sign Company, for providing signage for the Kearney School District.
And looks like that's going to be number 4, Joe Marshall, back there on that punt return.
That's a full-service sign company in the Northland. Call Victory Sign Company for all your signing needs.
Sitting in the end zone, getting ready here for the punt. And, oh, almost blocked there. And a spiral in. Joe Marshall's going to let that one go. That was going to be Manny Burnett with the punt there. Quarterback and punter.
Yeah, Kearney's been known for blocking a few punts. Last week they blocked 2 punts against Ruskin and just... Who was
Like I said, special teams is key.
Yeah, that game was not a very close game. Because of that special teams, Kearney executed on all sides of the ball that game.
Absolutely. And bringing up 1st and 10 in Cardinal territory. This is a huge opportunity for Kearney to really go up big going into the second half. And looks like Rooney in shotgun. Got lit to come wide. Snapped. Handed off. Stiff arms one guy out of his way. And he's going to be brought down. Looks like that was number 24, Danny Petrie, being a beast, just throwing guys around. Wow.
Man, that guy just got slammed WWE style to the ground.
Let's just take one more look at this. You see Petrie finds the hole. Great blocking there. Throws that guy out of the way. Picks up about 10 more yards there until he's brought down.
I believe he threw number 44, Terry Vester, one of their key players, on the floor.
And he's been big all year. Ever since he finally got some minutes and playing, he's been killing it. And that's what Minnick has been looking for out of him. Rooney in shotgun. Takes a snap, takes one for himself, finds the gap. He gets some space. He gets the outside. Touchdown, Kearney! Number 10, Casey Rooney. He's going to extend the lead, adding on 6 points.
They gave Raytown South a piece of their own medicine by running a QB draw on 1st and 10.
And we said Rooney, he would love to run every play, but he doesn't because he's got so many weapons. But he says, "Thank you, sir. I'm going to take this one for myself." Wow. Big plays. And looks like field goal unit's going to come out. Grant Jacobson getting ready for the kick. Now, I don't think they're going to go for 2 here. I mean, if it happens, I might just have to run on the field myself and play. And that one is good. Number 11, Grant Jacobson with the extra one.
Grant Jacobson's been a pretty solid kicker all year.
Absolutely. And, he doesn't really do the kickoffs, but he has been, I think his main focus was those field goals. And I don't think he's missed one all year. And that's what Kearney wants out of a guy like him. That's going to bring the Bulldogs 15-0. These fans losing their mind here on homecoming night.
The Raytown South team just wants to, try to respond on this drive and touchdown, hopefully.
At this point, you need points on the board. You need points on that board. That's a field goal, a touchdown. They need something. And as we're getting ready for kickoff, changing up the kicker here once again. It's going to be Jacob Dillon. We saw Zach Grace kick 2 kickoffs already. I wonder what that was all about. And
Coach Minnick just wants to play mind games with the Raytown South Cardinals today.
I guess so. And Coach Harris is trying to find something to get his team going. And a short kick there. And that ball just dies, and he falls right back on it. Going to be number 23. That's going to be Lemons there.
That was a dangerous kick to return there. If you did not return that, or if you tried to return that, that could have been very dangerous for you.
I'll say Dylan he kicked it in a very, very good spot. Right in between your secondary there on special teams, and then those final back guys with like Neal. And looks like Kearney was coming. They were coming for that ball, and that was dangerous on Ray South's part. Cardinals, 1st and 10, need something to get going here. Lemons in motion. Burnett takes the snap, handoff, and he is taken down by 3 Kearney defenders. That was number 28 for the Cardinals here. It's going to be Darrell Ransburg.
He's brought down by number 29, Tyler Jarrett.
Tyler Jarrett being a big boy for the Kearney Bulldogs.
Cardinals.
It's going to be 2nd and 11.
Raytown South just trying to Figure out, how am I going to be able to move this ball on this Kearney defense?
I mean, isn't that everyone's goal here? Neal in motion. Burnett takes a snap. Handoff. Nope, keeps one for himself once again. Gets the outside. Good block there from Neal, and he's brought down about a yard gain. Burnett trying to get that run game going. I'm just going to keep saying it. They have to get that pass game going because Kearney knows what he wants to do now.
Yeah, we know that Manny Burnett has the ability to scramble, and looks like Coach Harris just really wants to show that against this Kearney defense.
And if you kind of notice their tendencies, when Neal goes in motion, you can tell it's going to be a play action like that, or apologies, a read option. And that's just tendencies on their play style. And Burnett takes a snap, drops back to pass, looking deep, finds, oh, that's going to be number 1, B.J. Davis. Good pass there.
15, Manny Burnett's pass completed. Number 1, B.J. Davis.
When Burnett can complete passes, he's a very dangerous person.
Because they have a lot of threats on that outside. They have a very good receiving core.
Got an injury timeout on the field.
It's going to be B.J. Davis picking up that. And, you know, he's had a kind of a shaky start to this season. But I do believe that since Neal's going to be covered a lot this game, he's gonna be Kearney's main focus on stopping. B.J. Davis needs to have a big game. Needs to have a big game.
And it looks like B.J. Davis is on the ground right now.
Oh, that's not very good. I hope he's all right. Gets up because he's gonna have to be a key player tonight. Well, that's gonna be very bad if he can't come back in this game. And it looks like he's gonna walk off. I think he just had a little muscle cramp. He's all good now.
Just give him some pickle juice and he'll be right back on the field.
And this is going to bring up 1st and 10.
Success starts on the line. It's no different at flag play.
Right, Cardinals coming right back out.
And restore your power. Salute the linemen. Flag play electric cooperative.
All Cardinals right around the 45-yard line. Neal on the outside. Looks like he dropped his mouthpiece. Gonna be Burnett taking the snap, drops back pass once again. He finds Lemons midfield there, picks up the 1st down and about 10 more.
Number 15,
now that is what Burnett needs to be doing. And now you're in Bulldog territory. Now run the ball. Now run the ball.
Yeah, now, once Burnett keeps getting going, and number 23 on the Cardinals side, Lemons is a really tough receiver to guard.
And he's really, most of the time, a running back, and he's very versatile as well.
Yeah, they did use him on like a shovel pass against Grandview, and he scored a touchdown.
He's got some speed. He's got some strength. He's a beast. And Burnett takes a snap, looking again. He's going to find Lemons one more time. It's caught, but it's tipped. And he's going to pick about 5 yards there.
Completed to number 23, Chris Lemons.
Chris Lemons being a big threat here as well.
Bulldogs, number 21, Luke Nolan, and number 34,
Luke Nolan picking up that tackle there. Another beast of a Kearney defender.
If the Kearney's going to take away Neal, they're going to try their best to get it to Lemons.
Absolutely. Got to find Davis and Lemons. Those are your 2 guys right now. Because you know Neal's going to be locked down. Oh, and a high snap. And Kearney's going to... Oh, and he gets the catch there, and he's going to find... I believe that was Neal. That's going to be a 1st down. That could have been dangerous as well, but that's when guys like Burnett and Neal are going to come up and make those plays. You know, busted play. Rolls out right, find him right on the corner. That was very well done. Very well done.
Neal is known for extending those plays and just making them dangerous. If on the defensive side, you should be scared once he gets outside of the pocket.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 in Kearney territory. It's like a 6-man rush. Nice blitz there. Oh, and it's almost picked off by number 21, Luke Nolan. Man, that could have been another game changer. Wow.
Broken up by number 21.
You see that blitz? They sent 6 guys there. That was play was there. The play was there. Just a little bit of pressure there never hurts.
Yeah, for the Cardinals, that could have been disastrous.
Absolutely.
That could have been just absolutely disastrous, and all of their momentum on this drive just could have gone away just like that.
Absolutely. 2nd and 10 in Kearney territory. right around the 21-yard line. Neal goes in motion. Watch for the read option. Watch for the read option. Takes a snap. And they're going to call this one dead. What? Like, was there a timeout? Yep. Timeout.
Timeout, Raytown South.
Ray South.
Before or after the game,
Wow. This has been a very well-done drive. You know, little hiccups here and there, but you're seeing guys really come out of their shell. You know, stuff guys like B.J. Davis and Lemons. You know, they've been big on this drive. And let's just go ahead. Let's take a step back. And he takes the snap there. Quick pass, almost picked off. You know, that could have been, after that long, intense drive, that would have been a big time. That could have been a pick six if no one would have got his hands on it. And as both teams coming out of their huddles, gonna be 2nd and 10 on the 21 Bulldog yard line. Like 5 man on the line. 4 now. Neal goes in motion. Burnett takes a snap, looking to throw, looking for, oh, he's looking deep. Finds Davis, and they're going to call him short. They're going to call him just short. Targeted to Davis. Wow, what a catch there.
Yeah, great catch by Davis on a sideline throw. One-on-one to Goffrich, and then that was just all Davis right there.
Like we keep saying, Davis and Lemons, those two guys have been huge on this drive, and Davis almost just put 6 on that board. Takes the snap, takes it in. That's the call. Gonna be a touchdown, Cardinals. Ransburg taking that one in for himself. And that was what they needed on this drive. They needed that touchdown. With Kearney being up 15-0 at the time, and now it's 15-6. Now this is the game.
Yeah, I mean, Raytown South wanted to clap back on that drive. If not, then it could have been just a humongous disaster. Just a lot of words that would not have been really good for the Cardinals.
I don't think so. And takes a snap. Oh, and it's blocked! It's blocked! Wow! Special teams, man. Special teams are key. Landon Goffridge. Wow. Big play for him. Man, that was a huge block there. That is not what they needed one bit.
No, not at all. I mean, the special teams on number 32 was just not the best in the world, and then Goffridge came up huge and was like, I'm going to block your extra point. And now they leave a point on the board where it could be 15-7. It's 15-6.
Absolutely. And that's what Landon Goffridge does. You know, he does have that hurt hand, but he's still playing through it. And he just makes plays like that. He already has a few picks on the season. I don't know how he catches it with that broken. I don't think it's broken. I think it's just a little sprained, but he still plays through it. Man, what a play. And as we're getting ready for kickoff once more, Bulldogs up 15-6. About 8 minutes left in this half. Kearney, they need to go down and just really, really lay down the hammer on Ray South if they want to put this game away early.
Yeah, I mean, Raytown South, a lot of the talk around Raytown South this week for the Bulldogs, they've been underestimating their opponent, I'd say so, in a little way.
Absolutely, and I don't think Ray South is playing bad. They're playing very solid, but you have to understand that this is a very good Kearney team. And they just, Ray South, you know, they get knocked down, but they just keep creeping back. They keep creeping back, and they're going to come up late in this game. I truly believe that this is going to be a second half game. It's going to be very high intensity.
Yeah, I mean, Raytown South might be 2-4, but a lot of their losses were against really good teams, and they've played really tough competition, too.
Absolutely. And as we're getting ready for kickoff, and it's going to squib that one, and it's going to roll out of bounds. We're going to call a penalty. Can't kick that one out of bounds. It's going to be 1st and 10, Kearney.
Bulldogs take over 1st and 10 from their 35-yard line.
From the 35-yard line, their own 1st and 10.
Holmes have been in the memory-making business since 1987.
That's another special teams mistake on the Great Town South Cardinals side on number 32. Miles Simmons, just not what you wanted right there. I mean, the Kearney special team just saw the ball roll right out of bounds. Like, thank you, 35, great field position for Namina.
I think they're going to redo the kick. Yep, they're going to redo the kick. Going to be number 58 kicking for the Cardinals. Going to be Emmanuel Orozco.
Looks like the Bulldogs accepted the penalty, and it's going to move them back 5 yards. We'll kick again.
They're going to move him back right around the Cardinals' 35. Maybe an extra 5 yards. Just redo that one like it never happened, but don't lose 5 yards. And Orozco getting ready to kick. He's going to boot that one back in the middle there, and Bulldogs are just going to fall right on that one.
And now the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
First and 10.
41-yard line.
41-yard line as this powerhouse offense is coming back on the field.
That's even better field position than what they would have gotten on the penalty.
That was a very smart accepted flag there for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10.
Is a name you can trust.
Rooney back in shotgun. I believe that's Emmons back there in the backfield. Got one safety back. Got Thomas there, looks like on Cohen. Cohen Jacobs, and it's going to be handed off. Ooh, and brought back.
Number 1,
Manny Lithicum. Trying that one out. Just stopped right there from that Ray South D.
Making the stop for the Cardinals, it's number 97, Logan Lanier.
Logan Lanier picking up that tackle there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, Kearney read that one really well and just saw, like, hey, they've been running this jet sweep motion a lot today, and then just took.
Not only have they been running it tonight, they've been running that play all year, and it's been very successful for Lithicum. And Ray South saying, "No, sir, you're not scoring off of that play again." Rooney getting ready to snap. 2nd and 11. Jacobs in motion, handoff. Looks like to Emmons. Emmons, trying to get back to that line of scrimmage, but he's brought back.
Number 6, Cameron Emmons on the carry.
It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Raytown South is starting to collapse in on that Kearney run offense. On that offensive line, Raytown South just coming in and then just stopping that run game after those, like, 2 or 3 yard gains.
And that was one of their game plans coming in, is stop that run. You got 3 powerful running backs back there. You have to stop this Bulldog running back corner. And you got 4 receivers wide right. You got 1 on the left side. You got 2 safeties back. Rooney calling out his team. 3rd and 9. Big possession here for the Cardinals. Need to get a stop. Takes the snap. Looking deep. Oh, and it's broken up. Wow, what a play there from number 97. That's going to be Logan Lanier making up the big plays.
Lanier just put his hand up, batted that one down, and now the Bulldogs are going to have to punt it away.
That was a huge play. Just busting through that line. Boom. Saying no, sir. And that is a big man right there. And he definitely well-deserved play. Going to be Neal sitting back there, getting ready for the punt.
Kearney doesn't punt often.
The Cardinals, they're coming out. They're not backing down. They're not backing down to the 6-0 Bulldogs. And that one's high and just a bit short. Right around the 30-yard line in Cardinal territory.
Grant Jacobson's punt.
Grant Jacobson punting that one away. Bryce Page picking that one up right around the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 from their 30-yard line.
1st and 10, 30-yard line. Cardinals coming out here.
You know, the Cardinals their defense has been doing a great job at stopping that Kearney's tough offense. You know, and then now their offense, they've had a few drives together. They're just going to try to keep putting those. If they keep putting those drives together and punching it in, it's going to be a long night for the Bulldogs. And they're going to be like, why is this game so close?
Mm-hmm. And like I said, Cardinals are not out of it. This is a close game. 15-6. This is the game. Cardinals need to go down and score here. Burnett takes a snap, steps back to pass once again. Oh, and Kel Conway back there. Oh, and he's brought down. Big time sack. That's going to be number 99, Cooper Green.
63, Trace Dunlap.
And Trace Dunlap back there. Man, Cale Conway and Trace Dunlap blew up that play.
Burnett tried to scramble again, but those, Trace Dunlap and who's the other guy?
Cale Conway.
Cale Conway just read him well the whole way, and that's a 10-yard loss for the Cardinals.
That is a big play on that Kearney D. Handoff. And he's brought back down at that line of scrimmage.
Number 32,
Mylan Simmons trying to break free on one, but just brought down there by Cale Conway.
63,
And Trace Dunlap.
Trace Dunlap is a really good junior defensive lineman. He's been working for like every single year. He's been out, and he's just worked his tail off every time.
And we can't go unnoticed with Cale Conway being a big threat. He played, I think he started his junior year, and he was just an animal on the defensive line. 3rd and long. Burnett trying to get something going here. Looking deep. He's going to find Davis. Oh, he catches first down. He's got some to the 30. The 20 is going to be chased down to the 10. 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Wow. What a play there by Davis. Huge play. And I told you, B.J. Davis is a game changer tonight.
Burnett, once he gets it over the top, his receivers are dangerous.
They are not done yet. Yes, our record says 2-4. Yours says 6-0. We're coming into your house, and we're not backing down. What a play.
Raytown South, Kearney's been on a few homecomings. They've ruined quite a few, but the Cardinals are coming down here and trying to ruin your homecoming today. Taste of your own medicine.
Absolutely. And they're going to call that play dead.
Flag on the point after attempt. False start.
A false start against the Cardinals. And they're going to push that one back a few yards, about 5. Going to be kicking this one now placed at the 7-yard line. And this one's a little bit longer there. Going to be Orozco kicking this one for the Cardinals. Trying to get this a 2-point game. And it's blocked again. Wow. Is that Luke Nolan and Landon Goffridge? Wow. Man, that's 2 on the night. That is not what the Cardinals need. But they're still in the 3-point territory. At this point, two field goal blocks go for 2 at this point once they score again.
For sure. I mean, the Cardinals have left 2 points on the board.
And that's just Landon Goffridge and Luke Nolan. They really blew up that line. And trying to get it off, but that powerhouse special teams D just went through that line. Man, big plays there from number 20, Landon Goffridge. And there is about 4.5 minutes left in this half. Kearney's going to get possession. There could be either way. There could be one more possession for each team here. If Kearney goes down and scores quick, or a 3-and-out. This is a key drive going into halftime.
Yeah, if you're Kearney here, I'm gonna try to score here because there's a lot of. Kearney's having a little bit of a scare from the Raytown South team. They're gonna try to limit that Raytown South momentum.
And I talked to Coach Minnick this past week, and he says Ray South is not a team to go in with the confidence saying I'm going to win this game. It's not going to be an easy game, and they've shown why. And Orozco getting ready for the kick once again. Another squib. Looks like going to be Cole Howard picking that one up. He's going to return it. He's got some space. He's going to break this one away to the 40, the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Bulldogs. Taking that one to the house. That was Brock Cole Howard. Man, untouched.
Brock Cole Howard is known for having that track.
That's not Brock Cole Howard. That's Luke Nolan.
The 300-meter hurdle speed just coming right at you on the Raytown South special teams.
Man, we saw a lot of that his sophomore and freshman year. You know, it's kind of taking a step back from that special teams unit. Puts him in, knowing it's homecoming, takes one to the house. And we said, it was either quick score or 3 and out, and they chose the quick score. And, looks like Bulldogs are going to go for 2 here. Gonna be Rooney back there. Takes a snap. It's a pitch. And touchdown! Apologies. 2-point conversion is good. That is going to be James Shaw once again, being a big-time player there. You see that celebration from Rooney and his tight end. And I think the ball got tipped there. If we just take one more time. Oh, no, it didn't get tipped. It was just it was a wonky pitch. But it was kind of almost like a little Casey action there with Travis Kelce, but there was no emotion involved. It was just kind of a, here, take this, go.
Yeah, just kind of a toss real fast, and then
good play.
Keep conviction, yeah.
Good play. And that was very smart because now it's a two-score possession now. Smart play calling there by Nate.
12 remaining in the half. Kearney 23, Raytown South 12.
If you're Kearney, that's what you needed right there. Just a quick score and just to take something out of that Raytown South momentum.
Absolutely. Absolutely. About 4 minutes and 12 seconds left in this half. Ray South has got to go down and score. They have to go down and score if they want some momentum going into that halftime break. And Zach Grace back out here for the kickoff. They're just alternating between kickers right now. And looks like got 3 back there for the Cardinals. And he's going to send that one deep. That's going to be Lemons, fielding that at the 2. And no blocking ahead of him. And he's taken down. Purple Swarm. Chris Lemons, you know, he tried to find some room there, but nope. 0 blocking back there. Kearney just went right through there.
Yeah, I mean, he had no blockers, and then he was just swarmed by a group of Kearney defenders.
And that's just all around good special teams there by Kearney, saying, we're going to take one of the house, but you, sir, are not. And as Cardinal offense coming out here, Burnett leading the charge. 1st and 10, right around the Cardinal 13. It's like Lemons back there. Apologies. Lemons on the outside. And motion. Neal goes backside, takes it for himself. And he's brought down once again. Gain about 2.
Number 15,
Burnett trying to do something there.
making the stop for the Bulldogs is number 21, Luke Nolan.
Luke Nolan having a standout game already.
3, 2nd and 7 Cardinals.
The Cardinals just trying to run their QB run again with oh my goodness. Burnett and Luke Nolan, the guy who just scored a touchdown, saying, nope, you're not taking one to the house because I already took one to the house.
Absolutely. And if you're Ray South here, keep the ball in the air. That's what's working for them right now. You know, it was nice early game, getting that keeping on the ground. And there he goes, breaks one, gets up the middle, and he looks like he's just shy of that first down, about a yard short.
Terrell Ransburg on the carry.
Terrell
He's brought
Rankin
down by number 34, Theo
picking
Grace.
up those yardages. Theo Grace, brother of Zachary Grace, getting some varsity minutes as a sophomore, playing a big role. Cardi's got 2 pairs of brothers, I believe, on this team, with the Grace brothers and the Nolan brothers. You know, we haven't really seen a lot of Grant Nolan, but when he came in on, I believe, game was that last home game here in Kearney, got some minutes, and he played very solid. He's going to be a very high-rated player going into his junior year. Takes a snap, Burnett finds Davis, breaks one, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. And the ball is loose.
Number 15's pass completed to number 2.
And I think they're going to call him down. I believe they are going to call him down. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
It was a quick pass by Marcus Neal. Sorry, excuse me. by Burnett, and he found Marcus Neal for a quick gain, but then he just was slammed to the ground really hard, and that's kind of why the ball came out.
Absolutely. You know, and that's as long as like either an elbow or knee is down, he is down unless he does not have possession of the ball. And I believe that was Davis there with the catch. And Burnett back in shotgun, looking to throw, looking for Neal, and it's tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down. 2 minutes left to go in this half.
We've seen the Kearney defense knock a few balls down and then break up a lot of, just do really great stuff in coverage as well, too.
Absolutely. Got to bring up 3rd and 10. Cardinals need a 1st down here. Need some points going into halftime here. And if they don't get a 1st down here, it's going to give Kearney another opportunity to go down and score. Neal looking deep. Burnett looking deep. Oh, and that's missed. Joe Marshall dropping the pick. Targeted to Lemons.
Yeah, Burnett's known for throwing the ball really far, but with that comes mistakes.
Absolutely. You know, you do got receivers like Neal who's got a lot of speed, but you also have to understand that Lemons, yes, he has good hands. He's got very good agility. But sometimes he's not, not as quick as Neal or not as quick as Davis. So sometimes you just gotta find a placement and gotta hit your receivers. With a team like this, you have to hit your receiver. And bringing up the punt unit once again. Oh, and that's going to be short. Almost blocked there. And that one's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be around the Bulldogs' 47-yard line. Bring up 1st and 10. Kearney's going to have one more opportunity here to go down and score. Make this a 3-possession game.
That would make that a really tough game for the Raytown South Cardinals coming out of halftime because you'd have to score 3 possessions on a really tough, Kearney defense in 24 minutes.
And it's, like I said, that drive was very crucial for Raytown South, and they needed to score there. But sometimes it happens. It happens, so that means coming out of halftime, Kearney still is going to have possession coming out of halftime. So that they need to play some good defense here. Takes a snap, hand off to Emmons. Emmons got some room, goes up the middle, picks up the 1st down and a little bit more.
Number 6, Cameron Emmons on the carry.
Emmons being a big threat on that running back position right now.
Kearney using that run game that they usually have and just picking up those 1st downs like they usually try to.
And you don't need to score right away. Let that clock run down. Even if they don't get a touchdown here, end the drive on a field goal or a touchdown. Hand off right back to Emmons. Emmons trying to get to the outside, and he's dragged back about 5 yards.
He's brought down by number 8, Jalen Burnett.
Jalen Burnett taking that one down, and as well as Corey Slaughter. And going to be a timeout. Kearney Bulldogs. Now, minute 21 seconds left. You're Kearney. Who are you looking for here?
If I'm Kearney, I'm going to keep that run game going. I might run a Zach Grace running back type thing. They usually run like a Hulk formation. I don't know, because Raytown South doesn't have the biggest team in the world, and Kearney has a lot of big guys on their team.
So, yeah, absolutely. And that also brings to the depth conversation. Kearney's got a lot of depth here. And Ray South, they got a lot of players. But if you look at Kearney's sideline compared to them, they are nearly double. So, in this situation, you have so many options to go to, either with Lithicum, Cohen Jacobs, Zach Grace. Rudy can keep it for himself. There's a lot of, or keep it on the ground with Emmons, Petrie, and Williams. There's a lot of options here. And 2nd and 11. Both teams coming out. Looks like that's going to be Bryce Page on the outside there, being another big receiver for the Bulldogs. A little quiet early in the season, but he's been a guy he's a little streaky, so you need to look out for him. Rooney, Emmons in motion. Looks back, fakes the handoff, drops back to pass, and quick little screen route. Finding Petrie, Rick gets to the outside, breaks one, and he's pushed out of bounds. Man, He has been all over the field.
That was a great setup screen by Coach Minnick.
And you watch, he kind of lets those defenders come in a quick little screen route out to Petrie. And like I said, he has been huge for this Kearney team.
That was just a great play design by their offensive coordinator. Just seeing that there were so many defenders coming from him, and then just a quick little screen pass to Benny Petrie for a nice 20-yard gain.
Absolutely. And Emmons back in motion, kind of playing that flex position. Handoff to Emmons. Gets the gap. Flag is thrown, but he's going to take this one to the house. Touchdown. But I believe this one is going to be coming back. And that is, I believe that's going to be against Kearney. Holding. Offense. Yep. We're going to bring that one back. You can see here. Yep, right there. That's the holding from number 71, I believe. That was Carter Schmidt.
That is not what you want if you're a Kearney, because you had him right there, and now you're just back up. 1st and 20.
And, oh, that is a lot of yards there. 1st and 20. Said. Apologies. 2nd and 24. Going to bring like Bryce Page coming on the outside there. Kearney looking for the play here. Ray South's favor. That is huge. Now, yes, Emmons got that wide open gap, took one to the house, but Ray South needed that. Emmons back in motion. Takes the handoff, rolls out left side. Finding, looks like that's Zachary Grace, powers over a defender. He's been quiet tonight, other than the kickoffs, but haven't really seen a lot of action from him.
We know Zach Grace for being one of the Bulldogs' key players, because he just can play, you know, he can be in that running back spot, he can be in that tight end spot, he can just beat you wherever he can.
Yeah, absolutely. And even Coach Minnick, he talked about how versatile he is. You know, you could put him at that running back position. I mean, even a kicker. I guess he's kicking now, so I guess he can do it all. And looks like there is going to be a timeout. Wow. About 51 seconds left. They are in field goal position, but in this drive, you don't want a field goal. You want to go down and score. If you don't get a touchdown here, this is a bad possession, personally. As if Kearney would take this possession as a grading scale. If they do not score a touchdown here, that is going to be a bad possession.
For sure. I mean, if you're Kearney, you do want to score here. You're inside of the red zone, and you're knocking on the Cardinals' door again.
Absolutely. The Cardinals need to get a stop here. And Cardinals come back on the field. It's going to bring up 2nd and 5. Right around, I believe that's the Cardinal 12-yard line. Apologies, the 13-yard line. Rooney back in shotgun. It's like Williams back there. Hand off to Emmons. Nope, keeps that one for himself. To Zach Grace. Zach Grace is going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That confused me. I didn't know who had the ball for a while. Touchdown. Man, that was a big drive there for the Bulldogs. Getting a lot of momentum going into halftime with about 43 seconds left on that play clock.
Zach Grace scoring another touchdown. Like we said, he's a contributor in that Kearney offense, and he showed you why.
Exactly. And it looks like Bulldogs are going to go for 2 once again. I guess that's the motto tonight. Go for 2. 2-point conversion coming up. You got 4 receivers to that right side there with Bryce Page on the left. Looking for Bryce, trying to get, and he gets some space and he catches it. That is that second one of the night. Wow. And Rooney's throwing dimes tonight. I think those 4 receivers over there were just all a distraction and let Bryce Page just do what he does and just being a big receiver. I think he's more of a tight end than anything, but they have him marked as a receiver.
Yeah,
big play.
They had him one-on-one with the height. Bryce Page had the height advantage, and Rooney just threw it up. And then with that height advantage, Bryce Page came down and got it.
That's what good receivers like him do. Now, Ray South needs something. They got to get quick passes, go to the outside. get either a field goal or they need to go down and score a touchdown because now it's a 3-possession game.
Yeah, this is the Ray Tennis South Cardinals with that last possession from the Bulldogs just put themselves in a really tough position.
Absolutely. And coming out of halftime, since Cardinals did win the coin toss and they did decide to take the ball, that very first possession, it told you was going to come back and bite them because now that could have gone either way. Either way, they could have went down and scored, got a field goal, made this game at least a 2-possession game. Now it's hurting them. Turnovers hurt. Zach Grace once again kicking those kickoffs. And Neal's going to field that one right around the 5. He's going to take it. And, no space to go. And you got a purple swarm around him.
That Kearney special teams has been all over Neal today.
Absolutely.
Cardinals have the football. First and 10.
It's going to be first and 10. They got about 37 seconds left here in this half. They need to go down and score.
Yeah, the Bulldogs have been really focused on number 2, Neal, all night. They've been doubling him on the special teams. We know number 2 is going to try to get the ball, so we're just going to swarm you whenever we can.
Absolutely. But that's going to open guys like number 23, Chris Lemons, and B.J. Davis. And B.J. Davis has already had 1 touchdown and nearly 2 touchdowns, but he was just shy. Oh, and they're just going to wind down, take it, knee it, go right into halftime. And not the fact that Ray South is playing bad. They have really kind of surprised Kearney a little bit. Coming down, not a lot of teams kind of start off that way against this Kearney team, And that's been one of the biggest game changers early in that first quarter. And now they kind of relaxed a little bit. So Coach Harris really needs to motivate his team going into that halftime. So as we are heading into halftime here, Bulldogs 31, Cardinals 12. We will see you guys in 20 minutes.
MU orthopedic surgeons and Liberty Hospital are working together to bring you the most advanced sports medicine care in the Northland. Together, our joint effort in orthopedics can treat everything from sports injuries to total joint replacement. And new to the team is Dr. Chris Reams, who specializes in shoulders and elbows. To learn more about MU orthopedic surgeons at Liberty Hospital, visit libertyhospital.org.
Precision Chiropractic, treating Bulldogs of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Schedule your $25 new patient visit today. Contact us at 816-635-2645 or find us online at precisionchiro.org.
Gary Crossley Ford, Kansas City's only Shelby American authorized dealer.
MU orthopedic surgeons and Liberty Hospital are working together to bring you the most advanced sports medicine care in the Northland. Together, our joint effort in orthopedics can treat everything from sports injuries to total joint replacement. And new to the team is Dr. Chris Reams, who specializes in shoulders and elbows. To learn more about MU orthopedic surgeons at Liberty Hospital, visit libertyhospital.org.
The next queen candidate is Chloe Ferris. Chloe is the daughter of Jennifer Ferris and stepdad Travis Clerlier. Chloe is a captain of the Golden Girls.
And here in Kearney, Missouri, during the halftime show, it is homecoming night. They are announcing those homecoming princesses. They're being escorted out by their fathers, wearing their dresses. And man, I know they introduced, announced the homecoming king, and the Kearney beloved Zachary Grace out there. And tonight they're going to be announcing who the homecoming queen is here. And I believe that was...
Graduate with an ecology degree and study sharks as a marine biologist. Your homecoming queen candidate and attorney. And the final candidate is Kylie Walker. Kylie is the daughter of Chris and Lori Walker. Kylie is a member of the volleyball team and FBLA. Kylie's plans after college are to attend a 4-year college and pursue real estate. Your queen candidate, Kylie Walker. Give it up one more time for your 2022 homecoming queen candidates. Your homecoming 2022 queen is Jaden Barnes. The Kearney High School Instrumental Music Department is proud to present the Bulldog Marching Band. Our 2022 halftime show features the music of Bruno Mars. Please enjoy.
And congratulations to Jaden Barnes there, winning homecoming queen. But we will see you guys when we come back from break.
Zoom in. This is up and down. This nozzle over here, if you tighten it, you won't be able to go up and down, so loosen it and you can go up and down. Trying to focus on something that just
And we are back here in Kearney, Missouri for our halftime. We got about 14 minutes until both teams come on out. And what a great performance there from the Kearney High School Marching Band. I believe they played Bruno Mars' Runaway. Runaway Baby, is that what the song's called? I believe so. But great job here. I believe they are going to finish up. And this is homecoming week for Kearney. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at what kind of goes inside of that.
Everyone knows what homecoming is, but let's take a look behind the scenes.
We have homecoming because it's a tradition that I think a lot of schools participate in. It's just in a time, like a specific time, you know, you pick one time for the whole community and the whole district to come together to celebrate really the Bulldog pride and those types of things, get together. It's just a reason to celebrate the community, I think.
I think homecoming means a lot to the students. It's a really fun week. I think everybody kind of gets involved and we come together. Lots of people show up to the game and it's a really good time.
People involved in making homecoming happen is it takes a village. It takes everyone. So student council and the student council sponsor, so myself and Mr. Starzl, it takes us to kind of get everything started, but then it takes the whole staff to participate, the whole student body to participate. Student council puts together all of the assembly type things, the pep assembly, we come up with the ideas, but then again, it takes a village, so it takes the staff to participate, the students to be hype and participate as well. So everyone is involved for sure.
I like planning homecoming because last year it was so fun to see like how all the themes were, and so I'm excited to like have a part in it and, get to put my opinion in.
I think homecoming for students means that it's a time to get together, to figure out how much Bulldog pride and Bulldog spirit they have in their classmates as well. I think it's also a really good time for like healthy competition between the classes and those types of things. So I think it means a lot of different things, competition, spirit, as well as togetherness for sure.
I think homecoming means to the school just school spirit. We can go to football games and we can be a student section, but homecoming really just pulls the entire town in, and we have big parades and we have the dance. It's just a whole everybody thing.
I think homecoming definitely does increase school spirit. Since we plan our spirit week, it definitely gives students a chance to express themselves on what they're deciding to wear, and those days in our spirit week involves with the homecoming theme. So I definitely think that students really enjoy dressing up, and it gives the school a lot of school spirit.
I'm most excited for homecoming planning. I'm really excited to be in the assembly and help out. We have a lot of interesting stuff planned, and it's going to be really good this year.
So for homecoming this year, Student Council wants you to be there, so please come to the dance. We spend so much time into the dance, and we would really enjoy if you guys would all come and show your faces. It will be such a fun time, and just having all that school spirit at homecoming, and it's just so much fun, so you should go.
Homecoming is October 8th. Be sure to come. This is Britta Nielsen from Khs-Tv.
And that was a great performance there from the Kearney Band. Props to them, playing a lot of performances tonight. And that will send us to break, I believe. We'll catch you guys back when we come back.
Also had a set of keys turned into Bruiser Store. Bruiser Bulldog Store. Behind the press box on ground level, a set of keys have been turned in.
And we are back here in a chilly night in Kearney, Missouri for some Friday night football. Now, that first half, it was started off both teams very even, and then Kearney kind of broke away a little bit. What is? Give me kind of a rundown on that first half.
You know, Kearney decided to run the ball quite a bit, and then it worked. And then also a lot of creativity on the offense with a screen pass, or in Zach Grace towards the end of the first half got it going a little bit. Now, if you're Raytown South, you're just they try to get that run game going early with Burnett and as the QB run, and then they finally opened up the pass game with B.J. Davis and Chris Lemons. And then Kearney's been doing a great job at locking down number 2, Marcus Neal.
And yeah, we talk about Marcus Neal a lot, and he's obviously one of the best. He's probably their best receiver on this Cardinal team, but he's been real quiet. But Kearney's also done a very good job of shutting it down. Now, we talk about Kearney, kind of about the Bulldogs and the Cardinals. What has both teams done right, and what have they done?
Well, I mean, on the Cardinal side, what you've done wrong is the penalties on offense. That just keeps stopping them, and it's not. And even on the first drive after the fumble, like the mistake early, it made the Bulldogs be able to go down in the red zone.
And we talked about how that was going to come back and bite them, because now they're down 31-12, and this could be a 2-possession game. It could be 31-19, 31-20. And it's just a big thing that penalties are a huge mishap, and that's what's hurt this Cardinal team.
Now, if you're the Bulldogs, I just say stick to your game plan and keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah, run down that clock, and that's really a big thing for both of these teams. Is penalties, taking care of the ball, and just really just make the plays, make big plays, and that's what the Cardinals are doing. So that concludes our halftime rundown here in Kearney, Missouri. We will catch you guys back when we come back from break. And we are back once more here in Kearney, Missouri. There's about 3.5 minutes left into this halftime. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the upcoming teams that both teams are going to end up playing. And let's just go ahead and start off with the Raytown South Cardinals. Starting off the season with a loss against a solid Grandview team. Going back to an old-time rival, Raytown, lost big time there. go ahead and they take a win. They get their first win of the season, to 26-13. And that's just kind of a big thing for the Cardinals. You know, they do got a tough schedule coming in, and that's just tough as second-year head coach Harris over there, and it's just Cardinals have just been needed to just find a spark. Now next week they'll play Excelsior Springs. Kearney took a win against them a few weeks ago. That'll be a really good game. And then they'll end the regular season off playing against a solid Winnetonka team. Now, that's Raytown. They got a pretty solid end of the schedule. You know, Excelsior Springs is going to be a solid game. So is Winnetonka. Both teams, I feel like this is going to be very evenly matched. And I think that the Cardinals could end the season off with either a winning record or an even record. And that's what their goal is right now. Get a decent spot in districts.
I believe the Cardinals.
And for the Bulldogs here, you know, they started off the season hot, and they are still hot. You know, first game, beating Platte County in overtime. Their first 3 games were tough. You know, Platte County being a big-time rival for many years. Then going into Fort Osage,
beating Class 5 team.
Exactly, and there was a lot of talk that Fort O was a very strong team, you know, and Fort O's still playing good. And then this next game, Smithville Warriors, man, what a great game. I remember we called that game together, and that was a very nice one. You know, they ended up taking a win over Excelsior Springs, beating Winnetonka, playing Ruskin once again, just running through the schedule, playing Raytown South tonight. And they got next week for senior night, playing Grandview at home, and then they'll end the season off playing at Belton. Now, if you're Kearney here, you are expected to win out. Now, what team out of these last 2 teams, which team do you really think can give Kearney the most trouble?
It's going to be Grandview. Grandview's a really solid team. They've given the Bulldogs trouble in the past, and they've just been known. Grandview's just been known for giving Kearney tough games.
Yeah, absolutely. And so that'll conclude our halftime show as we are getting ready here to kick off that second half. We will catch all you guys back in that second half action. Not bad. We are back here in Kearney, Missouri once again as we're getting ready. Both teams coming out, warming back up again. Kearney 31, Raytown South 12. Now let's talk about a little bit of Raytown-Kearney history. When was the last time Raytown South beat Kearney?
Well, the last time Raytown South beat Kearney was in 2012 on September 7th, and the final score was 29-26.
Man, that would have been a very fun game to watch. And, you know, both these teams have been here very solid. Raytown South, you know, they've always given Kearney some trouble. I know a few years back they had a really good wide receiver as well. That's really what they've been known for, is producing those good wide receivers. And same with Kearney. Kearney has always been a very defensive-heavy team, and they produce defensive players. And right now, it looks like they're producing some receivers as well, especially with some tight ends and Zachary Grace, and then also Manny Litt to come on that wide receiver end. So as we're winding down our halftime special here, got about 1:15 left. Now, what does Ray South need to do to get themselves back in this game?
Just all you really can do is just, Kearney's going to get the ball coming out of half. I would try to stop him, get him 3 and out, and then you're just going to have to score on as many possessions as you can.
Absolutely. And, you definitely have a whole half to do so, but Kearney is not going to go quiet. Kearney, if they go 3 and out in this first possession, that heavy Kearney defense is going to slow the Raytown South offense down. They might get a score, but it's going to knock off 5, 6, 7 minutes off that clock, and they need to score as quick as possible at this moment.
Yeah, it looks Raytown South's kind of figured out that Raytown South run game, and now they're relying on that pass game more. And you saw that towards the end of the first half.
And Ray South has been very successful in the pass game. Early on, overthrew his receivers. Burnett overthrew his receivers here and there, but then he hit Davis twice, nearly one touchdown and one nearly a touchdown. Got to the 1 yard line. And he's also finding Lemons across field a lot, and that's been a big threat early in this game. But he's need to continue to find them, and once he finds Davis and Lemons, that's going to open up guys like Marcus Newton, and that's kind of what going into the game. That's what they really need to focus on. And that is halftime is over here as both teams are coming out for a kickoff. Kearney is going to be on the returning side, and Raytown South is going to be kicking this one away. And Kearney kind of confused on which side they're returning on. And sitting back there, looks like you got Lucas Nolan once again, and you got JoJo Marshall. 2 guys who can take one to the house, and with Luke Nolan already taking one to the house.
Yeah, Kearney's got those dangerous kick returners with all that tracks. But remember, some of these guys won a state track championship this year.
Yeah, absolutely. That was I think one of the best track teams that Kearney have seen. And Orozco kicking that one off. Fielded that one around the 35, Bulldog territory. Still up, and he's going to be brought down around the 44-yard line. And as the Bulldogs offense taking the field, Caden Harris on that kick return. And Cendric Thomas making that stop there.
Injury timeout on the field.
And that was actually, I'm just a little confused on why they're not sending it far, because now Kearney is getting great field possession every kickoff. So if you're Ray South here, you really need to just try to kick it as far as you can. I don't know how much depth they have in that kicking position, but on that special teams unit, you need to get them as far back as they can, because Casey Rooney and Zach Grace and that whole offensive team will tear you up in this perfect field position.
Yeah, you just need to, if you're the Raytown South kickers, just kick it out of the back of the end zone. Don't let them.
Not a lot of high school kickers can do that. I understand, but they just need to find some way to push Kearney back there.
And that just starts with the special teams playing coverage and being able to make the stop on that special teams return.
Absolutely, and special teams are very, very crucial in at least a high school level, and even at a pro level, even at a college level, all around. Special teams is very, very important. And bringing up 1st and 10, starting off here this second half. You got 2 running backs back. I believe that's Emmons and Williams back there. Got 1 safety back. Rooney sends Emmons in motion. Looks like it's going to be a quick screen route. No blockers for Emmons, but he's going to break one. Gets the outside, picks up the first down, and 1 yard extra. That's going to be Sheldon Locke taking him down there.
Making the stop for the Cardinals, number 3, Sheldon Rooney to Emmons.
Excuse me. The Bulldogs just have a great size advantage on the Cardinals, and they're just showing it right there with a quick, 12-yard gain with all those blockers in front of them, and then just breaking a tackle and getting a nice, quick first down gain.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And we talk a little bit about the Cardinals defense, but one guy who's really been a big part of this Cardinals defense is Logan Lanier. He had that swat down pass earlier in this game, but he really needs to start making some big plays like that again. Sends Emmons in motion one more time, looking for the screen route again, but he's looking deep. Oh, he's throwing long. He finds Zachary Grace, and touchdown, Kearney. What a way to start off this second half, saying this is their house. You're not coming in and beating us.
Then again, that's just another, like I said, size mismatch. And Zachary Grace, for his size, he's got a lot of speed too.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that was a perfect pass there from Casey Rooney, right over the shoulder. Zachary Grace gets some separation there, and he takes that one to the house. And I think they're going to go for 2 once again. And yes, sir, they are.
They are 3 for 3 so far, so.
They are. First that fake field goal, and then they just went for 2, saying, we don't need to kick field goals tonight. That's all right. And Rooney taking the snap. Handoff. Oh, and it's a quick little pitch route, and Lithicum is going to walk that one in. I don't even know who had the ball again. Those little trickery plays.
That was a kind of a college play right there. Whenever you have, you hand it off to one guy, and then the other guy just reverse sweeps it to the other, and then they saw a nice open lane and touchdown.
Apologies. That was number 84, Bryce Page.
Bryce Page has been that 2-point conversion beast today for the Bulldogs.
Absolutely.
Conversion, Manny Lithicum.
That was number 1, Manny Lithicum, with that 2-point conversion. And then starting off that drive was with Zachary Grace. Casey Rooney to Zachary Grace over that shoulder.
Like we said, Zach Grace can beat you, receiving the ball or running the ball.
And if you're Ray South now, that is not how you wanted to start this second half. They need points quick, and they need them now.
Yeah, this game, if Raytown South does not execute on this next few offensive possessions, this game could get out of hand real quick.
I'm going to have to agree with that statement there, Taylor. And as the Bulldogs coming out here to kick once again. Wonder if Zachary Grace is out there. No, he is not. That's going to be number 36, the normal kicker. Going to be Jacob Dillon once again. MC in the field once again. And they continued with those 3 guys back there. Lemon's going to field that one right around the 7. Tries to get to the outside, and he's blown up there out of bounds. I believe that was
Number 23, Chris Lemons on the return. He's hit by number 13, Brock Kohlauer.
And Brock Kohlauer coming up with a big hit. And we talk a little bit about Brock Kohlauer, his dad being the safety coach. And he's really stepped it up coming into a junior spot, playing a lot of special teams, getting in here and there on the defensive end. But he's really known for that special team, playing those big hits, getting down the field, first one down the field. And we also talked about Track Star, one of those state champions. Back in shotgun, handoff. Nope, keeps this one for himself once again, and he's laid out back at the line of scrimmage.
Kearney just keeps figuring out that Manny Burnett run game right there.
And they did it earlier in the game, and they need to find something to get their receivers going.
Yeah, they tried it earlier in the game. It started to work, but now the Bulldogs have just shown that it's not working for them tonight.
And it's Burnett looking for the play call from Harris. Got 3-man on that D-line. Getting set up. 1 safety back. Burnett sends him in motion. Looks like that's Lemons. Takes a snap. Sets back to pass. Looking long. Oh, he breaks 1 tackle. Rolls out to his right. Oh, and it's picked off. And that's going to be Kearney ball. Grant Nolan with the pick. Number 19. Well, yeah, Grant Nolan with the pick there. Being brother of Luke Nolan. Those 2 guys back there is just, wow.
We said earlier that he hasn't got a lot of playing time today, but in this third quarter, not even 2 minutes in, he made an impact right there.
And you could tell his big brother Luke Nolan he's happy for him, getting a pick in this game. Man, this Kearney defense has really woken up. And Rooney takes his 1 step back to the pass, and he's going to find him in the end zone. Touchdown, Kearney. Just extending this lead. Wow, and this game could and has the opportunity to be getting out of hand. I believe that was number 14, Zach Grace, once again in the touchdown.
And Zach Grace is just in this last 3 or 4 offensive possessions, even beginning in towards the end of the second half, has been just working off on the Cardinals defense, and the Cardinals defense just figuring out, how do we guard this guy?
And Gray Jacobson's kick is good. That's going to bring the Bulldogs to 46, and the Cardinals are going to stay at 12.
20-yard touchdown. Number 10, Casey Rooney fights number 14, Zach Grace.
Man, just both of them are having all around, this Kearney team is having a very well-rounded game. And Ray South, at this point, it's still the third quarter, but there's a big margin in that lead for the Bulldogs. They need to get themselves going. They need to wake up in this second half, and they need to do something about that score.
Yeah, this game is the Cardinals. This is a really hard deficit to come back through. But we've seen a lot of football games. Anything can happen.
Absolutely, it's any given Friday, as I'm going to call it. So anything could happen here, but the Cardinals just need to find something to get them going. That pick that Grant Nolan picked up there, that hurt the Cardinals very bad, and you can tell they need to shake that one off. Next play, don't worry about it. That's all right. And as we're getting ready for kickoff, once again, Zachary Grace just doing everything tonight, and he's going to let that one roll, going to take the touchback. And I believe the Bulldogs there, they race, whenever that touchback, they just race to the goal line there, and that's kind of fun.
They were just trying to make sure that Marcus Neal didn't get the ball, and that's why they ran all the way into the end zone.
Absolutely. If one guy can bring him back in this game, it can be Marcus Neal. He's got hands like glue, and he can get open when he can. And Cardinals offense coming back on the field. Going to be 1st and 10, right around that 20-yard line in Cardinal territory. Sends Lemons in motion. Takes a snap. Handoff. Gets to the outside. Breaks one, and he's gained about 8 yards there.
Number 32.
Getting a little something going for the Cardinals, just trying to, put a few plays together and make something big happen.
Yeah, and Simmons, trying to bust through that Kearney defense, picking up about 9 there, bringing it up 2nd and 2. They gotta find something, and right now, that worked. Bringing up 2nd and 2. Burnett in shotgun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, is gonna take this one for himself, and he's brought back. No first down for him. Gonna be a loss of yards.
On the carry.
Yeah, the Cardinals just keep running that Manny Burnett run game, and it's, like I said, it worked in the first half, but right now it's just not been working. And Brock Kohlauer, like we said, just made another play on it.
Absolutely, and you can tell some of the JV players are coming in here. Brock Kohlauer, I'm gonna say Brock Kohlauer is a JV player, but those kind of second string guys are getting some minutes, and it's good to see. And Burnett back in shotgun once again. Still, their starters are out there, but you see just a few guys being thrown in there. Burnett takes a snap, drops back to pass, looking long, finding Lemons wide open, and perfect pass there, right around the 50-yard line. And he's going to be stopped in Kearney territory, right around the 43-yard line.
That was great ball placement by Lemons, and double coverage on Lemons, and just threw it right into that spot where only Lemons could get it.
And Burnett, he has a nice arm. Yes, the interception there early in the game, but I really do believe they need to keep this ball in the air. Let the receivers make some plays, and that's just one way they're going to get some momentum going. Handoff. Going to find Simmons. Simmons picks up about 3 yards there. Stopped right around the 40.
Mylan Simmons on the carry.
Those running backs have been doing pretty solid today. The offensive line's been blocking a little bit. It's just the Manny Burnett game has not just been doing its job today.
And that play is going to be coming back. There was a holding on the Cardinals.
And that's
a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, and that's something we talked about in during halftime. The Cardinals just keep shooting themselves in the foot with penalties on offense.
I would have to agree there. Penalties have been a big part. From Kearney's number of penalties to the Cardinals' penalties, it's a very significant amount of difference there. And bringing up 1st and 18. Takes a snap, looking long once more. Under pressure. He finds Lemons back at that goal line. Apologies.
Burnett's pass completed to number 23, Chris Lemons.
And that's going to bring up
for the Bulldogs is number 30, Randall Freeland,
second down.
Number 12, Hagen Wilmus.
And Hagen Wilmus and Randall Freeland being big guys down there. Hagen Wilmus, kind of a streaky player as well. He's a very solid defensive player. Getting in when he can, making big plays, clutch plays like that. Just stopping guys when they could. Lemons could have taken that one to that first down, but Wilmus said no. Him and Freeland. Burnett back in shotgun. Looks back, looking for Davis, but he finds Lemons. Oh, and he drops it. That cannot be doing that in this situation here. You need every ball.
Yeah, whenever you're down by a lot of points and that stuff happens right there, that just hurts.
It's just frustrating at that time. Because you saw Luke Nolan, he fell there, and if Lemons gets possession of that ball, he's got an extra 15 yards there. Or a touchdown. And just little stuff like that, they need to get better at. Third down and 10. Right around the 44-yard line. Looking back to pass once again. Quick screen pass to Simmons. Simmons gets a nice block there. Oh, blows him over, and he gets that first down.
That was a nice screen pass there from Manny Burnett, just finding the Kearney corners had him covered, but good old Simmons was open, and he just threw it right to Simmons for an easy first down.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's talk about that blocking there from Lemons. Lemons had a great block there.
Yeah, Lemons is known for being actually a lot of the Greytown South receivers can block pretty well.
And they have a lot of potential, and they just need to find their niche. Sends Neal in motion. Burnett steps back again, looking to pass again. Looking long. He's covered and incomplete. No flags called. And that was good defense there from the Bulldogs.
It was just a 50-50 ball for for Joe Marshall and, Davis, and, just nobody came down with it.
And like I said, the 50-50 ball sometimes happens. But that was great defense there from number 4, Joe Marshall. Playing a big role in the defensive end, stopping a guy like B.J. Davis, who is a very solid receiver. He's got some hands, he's got some speed, and he's just played his role very well tonight. And looks like he's going to take this one for himself. Oh, and he's blown up. Big hit there.
Manny Burnett with the keeper.
Oof, that was a scary hit.
First by number 12, Hagen Wilmus.
Hagen Wilmus making the stop again.
The Greytown South team the Kearney defense has been playing that, that three safe, few people in the backfield, and playing that zone defense, and that just limits the ability of the Cardinal offense.
Yeah, absolutely. And with what Minnick and I were talking about the other day is he wants to keep Greytown South on their toes. And that's what he's done all game, all night. Neal goes in motion. 3rd down and 8. Looks back to pass. He's got on the outside. Looks like Davis. Oh, and it caught it right on the edge, right around. Looks like that's going to be the 5-yard line. Man, what a catch there, Got a little bit of space. Quick hands, grabbed it, took it in, went out of bounds. That was well good play there from B.J. Davis.
Yeah, a lot of these Cardinal wide receivers, when they're one-on-one, they can be very dangerous.
Absolutely, and that's what the Cardinals should have been doing from start of this game, was attack those corners, do one-on-one. Handoff. Oh, and he's brought down, gone nowhere. But yeah, like I was saying, that's what they should have been doing all game, is just really focus that one-on-one time. Will Lincoln coming up with the stop there for the Bulldogs.
57, Travis Bassard.
And Travis Bassard, the junior, getting some minutes in there. You know, he's going to be whenever the season ends and the seniors leave, Travis Bassard is going to be another one of those guys who's going to he's going to play a big role in that.
Yeah, Kearney's got a lot of depth on the defensive side of the ball.
Looks back to pass. Oh, and it's swatted away. Incomplete. Brings up. Third down.
Yeah, Manny Burnett was just trying to find a quick, easy, open man, you know, just like a quick little slant route, and it didn't work out for him.
It was almost kind of like a basketball player where Lemons was kind of posting up there, and he was just trying to get over the top there, like your point guard's feeding it to the center, and that's what Lemons tried to do. That was great defense there from the Kearney Bulldogs. And 3rd and goal. Ray South needs to score here, and looks like they're going to take a timeout. Could not decide on a play.
Timeout.
Going to be about 4.5 minutes left in this quarter. Over halfway done with this game. Man, Kearney, big drives there from Ray South. Ray South has been very streaky. I mean, they got those long passes here and there, and they just need to find some way to get that end zone.
Yeah, those mistakes, like with those penalties and then interceptions and fumbles, those turnovers have been really just affecting their ability to stay in this game.
And you can tell it is just one of those, like, it really kills their momentum. You know what I mean? Momentum is a big part of high school football and just football in general. In any sport, momentum is huge. And you can tell when they get those, like, they get one big play and then a flag, and then that momentum just dies. So that's just one thing that I think they need to focus on either at the end of this game and just later on in these last two season games. So because they got districts coming up in about 3 weeks, so you gotta be able to overcome those penalties and understand, like, those are big. Those are big plays. Every penalty is a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, if you give Kearney even a little bit of a momentum, we saw against Ruskin, they got like just 2, early touchdowns, and then the final score is 59-0.
Yep. 3rd and down. Pitch out right, and he's got some room out right. Tries to cut back in. Lemons gets in. Oh, and he's short. Going to bring up 4th down right around the 2-yard line.
They tried that play against Grandview, and it worked, but this time against the Bulldogs, he had to use a lot of effort. Like, against the Grandview Bulldogs, it was just a walk-in shovel pass touchdown.
But Kearney runs a similar play like that with Manny Lithicum, and I believe Bryce Page goes in here and there. And they know that play. That's it was a very similar setup. Bringing up 4th and goal. They need this one. Burnett. Back down in shotgun. Takes it. Goes out to himself, and he is brought down. Turnover on downs. Wow, this Kearney defense is awake. And they are saying, no, sir, not that end zone. Not that end zone. Landon Goffridge, man, having a great game tonight.
Just the Kearney defense keeps seeing that QB run from Manny Burnett, and they're just like...
They're picking up on it. And I hate on Ray South a little bit here, but they should know better about that. Burnett has been running the ball all game. Need to change it up. The passing game is working. I really do believe it's working here. And he's going to try to take this one for himself, go about a few yards. Not about a yard.
Kearney ran their hold package on that play, just trying to, get some yardage and move up.
And we call it Hulk, but the real name of it is Ham. I don't know why they call it Ham, but I guess that is the running joke for this Kearney team is Minnick. He just yells Ham, and I guess that is the play call as they run Ham here. Oh, and he breaks one. And he gets to that 50, the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Kearney. Number 6, Cameron Emmons, taking that one for himself. Man, I can't. It's about a 99-yard touchdown run there. About 98 yards. Just wide open hole. Goodbye. See you later. Eat my dust. That is what he's saying.
Raytown South probably expecting the ball to. A lot of film you've seen on Zach Grace gets the ball, but that time it was Cameron Emmons that threw that the ham formation and then just busted through. And now we probably got Coach Minnick on the sideline yelling his signature ham.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why that play is so special. Is because any one of those guys back there can take one to the house like that. And Grant Jacobson up for the kick, and it is good. Kearney 53, Raytown South 12. Man, that is a most definite momentum killer, and that's tough on Raytown South's part.
Yeah, we said those mistakes, and this game is quickly getting out of hand.
Yes, it is. But it is homecoming night here in Kearney, Missouri. These fans are excited. They always love coming out Friday night, watching their team play. And Ray South, they just need to fix a lot of things, especially with those ticky-tack turnovers. I really truly believe that this team has a lot of potential. They got very solid wide receivers with Neal, Davis, and believe that's Lemons, and they do have solid running backs, but I feel like they overuse those running backs.
Coach Harris is only in his second season with the Raytown South Cardinals, so he's still got plenty of time to, develop them.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a pretty, I'd say it's a pretty evenly young to old team, and Harris, I truly believe that he's going to turn this team around. And here's the kickoff. Going to be back to Lemons. Lemons going to field this one around the 5. He's going to have to run it out. Great kick in there. Oh, and he's brought down right around the 6. That was number 7 for the Bulldogs, Caden Harris. Wow, big hit.
Looks like the Coach Minnick's putting in, like you said, there's some of those second string players, and they're making some plays right now.
You saw Jacob Cohen in there a little bit too. He's a very, he plays that kind of like a second string, like a third option receiver to the Bulldogs, and he's been just kind of all around this game as well. I think this is a very well played entire game by the Bulldogs, and that just goes back to our conversation about the depth of the Bulldogs. And that's just one thing that they have, and Raytown South is just hurting, is lacking on a little bit. Neal goes in motion, handoff. Takes about 2 yards until that purple swarm takes him in.
On the carry, that's Darrell Ransburg.
Darrell Ransburg on the carry there, picking up about a yard.
Darrell Ransburg had one of the touchdowns for Raytown South in the first quarter. On their second drive, they scored on, just a quick little read option, and he scored a touchdown on the goal line.
Absolutely. That was also a nice setup play from B.J. Davis. A nice deep pass there. Great pass from Manny Burnett. Manny Burnett takes a snap, hands off once again, and he loses. Oh, and a flag is thrown on the play.
Number 28, Darrell Ransburg on the
Ransbury on the carry once again.
on the field.
And that was going to be against the Bulldogs.
That is not what you want if you're the Bulldogs. I know it's these are backups and stuff, but Coach Minnick probably wants every single part of his team to be perfect.
Yeah, I call it a face mask there. Tough. It's a very tough one, and you see their entire starters are still out there, but you see a few guys being thrown in. They putting in guys like Travis Broussard. They're putting Grant Nolan back there as well. So you're just seeing guys just being thrown in slowly, and then I know once that fourth quarter hits, that those second strings are going to come in. Handoff once again, and gone about nowhere.
28, Darrell Ransburg on the carry.
Ransburg picking up that ball once again.
Hagen Wilmus, Tyler Jarrett.
Picking up those, and another guy, Tyler Jarrett, being a kind of a new player coming in, playing solid minutes, especially when games like this just get out of control.
Yeah, this Kearney team knew their future was going to be bright, and you can see it right now.
And I feel like this team is bringing back those 2015, 2016 days. Oh, and a missed pass there. That's going to bring up 4th down.
We know that Coach Minnick is from the branch of the Coach Jones tree, so he's hoping to bring back that Coach Jones dynasty kind of era back to Kearney.
Yeah, absolutely. And we know that those years that Coach Jones, Coach Greg Jones left Kearney, Coach Minnick actually went over to Raytown to coach. He coached there for 5 years, and you know Raytown South and Raytown are big-time rivals. So Minnick kind of knows this team. You know, he's played against them for 5 years straight, every year. And, and a high punt. Caught. Joe Marshall spins out to the left. He's got some room. And a big hit there. Got some room there. And he takes that one in for a Kearney Bulldogs touchdown. And I believe they're gonna call a penalty on that blocking play. Big hit there. But I think that one is going to be brought back.
I'm going to believe that's probably blocking in the back.
Blocking in the back, targeting, either way. It was a big hit. But you cannot do that. Very dangerous hit. You know, he had the space. Probably should have came in. But that was a good run there from Joe Marshall. Got some space there. Got to the outside. And it is going to be against the Bulldogs. They're going to bring that one back. And that's going to bring up, I believe, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Casey Rooney's still out there. About 7 seconds left into this quarter.
It's been a pretty slow-moving third quarter. I know there's been a few big plays, but they've been scoring very quickly. And then
absolutely, and that's just been stopping the clock. And it's just what Kearney does. It's what they're going to continue to do. And 1st and 10, right around the Cardinal 47-yard line. Rooney back in shotgun. I believe that is Petrie back there. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle to Williams, and he's picked up about 3 yards. 2 yards, apologies. And that is going to conclude our third quarter action. Going into the fourth quarter, you see the Bulldogs putting those fours up. Kearney, 53, Cardinals, 12. We will see you guys back for some fourth quarter action when we come back from break. And we are back here in Kearney, Missouri at TDR Auto Complex Auto Place. And we are starting off this fourth quarter action. Going to be Kearney starting off with a handoff there. I believe that was to Tristan Williams. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 8 right around Cardinal territory. 49-yard line. Apologies, 44-yard line.
We've seen a lot of, the run game working well for the Bulldogs during this, during the entire game. It's been working well, and it's gotten them points, and it's also opened up that pass game for Casey Rooney as well.
Absolutely, and you're seeing a lot of guys just get incorporated in, especially with Zach Grace, Manny Lithicum, and even Bryce Page. Hand off to Williams, hand right back off to Emmons. Emmons gets to the outside, cuts back. And a great tackle there from number 3 for the Cardinals, Sheldon Locke. Sheldon Locke, he's actually been having a pretty solid game so far. He's really torn up those outside runs from Emmons and Williams.
even in the past game, Shelton Locke has been doing pretty good at corner. He's, one of Raytown South's best, corners for him because, they don't have the best run defense, but their pass defense is pretty solid, though.
Absolutely. Rudy back in shotgun. Williams back there. Trying to get him to jump. And setting back, and looks like he's going to punt this one away. And long punt right around. Hits right around the... Boom. Right around the 16-yard line.
Casey Rooney's punt. It's down by number 5, Cohen Jacobs.
Cohen Jacobs picks that one up. It's going to be 1st and 10. Raytown South.
Number 6, Cameron Evans, is a Kearney Bulldogs school record.
And it looks like Cameron Evans breaking a record over here.
92 yards, rushed by Jeremy McQuarrie.
Broken the rush, the single play rushing yards. Congratulations to him with a 98-yard run there. Oh, man. And that was the one from, that was the, what was it like? It was like second and 10 or something like that?
Second and 10, and then it was just in Hulk formation, and then, excuse me, ham formation, and then just took off right up the middle, all the way for a touchdown.
Yeah, crazy play, breaking records out here, the junior. All right, bringing up 1st and 10 in Cardinal territory still. Need to get some momentum. They haven't scored since early second quarter. And they're going to stop the play here. The delay of game going to be brought back a few yards.
Delay game call against the Cardinals.
Going to be 1st down and 15.
The Cardinals are just trying to build some momentum back in for their next 3 games.
Head off right up the middle. And picks about 5 yards. Going right back at that line of scrimmage.
Darrell Ransburg on the
Ransburg on that carry there.
Makes the stop for the Bulldogs, number 57, Travis Bassard.
And Travis Bassard, another guy.
Also in on the stop, number 12, Hagan Wilmus.
Hagan Wilmus as well. Man, playing both those guys, playing their roles right, getting those minutes, playing quality minutes, and that's what you want as guys like those. Because if, let's say, one of those D linemen's I don't pray for someone to get hurt, but if that does happen, you do got some depth. Those guys know their role. Whenever a guy gets tired like that, they got guys like that. And he's got to take this one up the middle, picking up about 4 yards there.
Darrell Ransburg on the carry.
Ransburg on the carry there one more time.
Number 21, Luke Nolan making the stop for the Bulldogs.
Luke Nolan still in the game.
Luke Nolan just been given that Ray South, their special teams and that offense, just a nightmare game today.
Absolutely. And that's kind of a dangerous cornerback area back there because you had both the Nolans back there with Luke and Grant, and then they just finally took out Luke Nolan, saying, all right, son, no more plays for you tonight. And another flag thrown on the play. They're going to call it dead. It's just right now looking very, very sloppy. Play of game one more time.
The Cardinals just have been shooting themselves in the foot all game tonight, and that's just the score shows that those mistakes have just cost them a lot of points left on the board.
And they are finally subbing out their cornerbacks and their safeties with Landon Goffridge and Joe Marshall back there. Takes a snap, handoff right up the middle, and picks up about 1 yard. Ransburg on the carry there once again. It's going to bring up 4th down. And not a strong 4th quarter so far. And as they bring on the punt unit here, going to be Burnett sending this one away. Joe Marshall back there again.
Kearney just has Kearney has taken advantage of those Raytown South mistakes all game tonight, and it's just affecting their team. Raytown South's just trying to do whatever they can to keep some momentum going into the next few games that they have left.
Absolutely. And getting some late subs in. And they're going to call that play dead. Apologies. I think there's a timeout. Timeout. Cardinals.
Timeout Cardinals.
Man, let's talk about that drive a little bit. It was not their best. I'll say that. 2 penalties that just 2 delay of game penalties, and that's just not how you want to end this game. It's almost like, I don't like saying this, but it's almost like they're giving up.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Coach Harris, you're like, come on, guys, we still got 6 minutes left. I know we're down by a lot, but come on, show some effort. We still got a little bit of time left.
Because you still got 2 more weeks, and you gotta just continue playing the game out. Get some momentum going into the next week. So that's just one thing that I truly believe that they just need to get going. This game's not over. Well, score will tell the difference there, but it's still playing. You know what I mean? All right, bringing on that punt unit out. JoJo Marshall back there with Burnett getting ready to send this one away.
Burnett's been a pretty solid punter today, though.
He really has. Takes a snap. That one's high, spiraling. Calls that one off. And it's going to be Bulldogs ball.
Are you looking for a new home? Remax Advantage.
And here come the second strings.
Find your new home. Go online at Remax.
Leave
Carney.
Grant Nolan coming in at quarterback.
Has your car taken any hard hits lately? Cook's Collision and Repair is your one-stop shop in Kearney.
And that's going to bring up 1st and 10.
As well as painting and paintless dent removal. Cook's Collision and Repair.
Number 26 for the Bulldogs. It's going to be Trent Fritz getting some minutes in, the sophomore.
Trent Fritz had a passing touchdown against Ruskin last week. He had a few minutes and took advantage of that.
And just going to run a quick QB run there, let him get some yards, get those stats up. And Trent Fritz, we know that last name, Fritz. He did have a brother who played a few years back, being a very solid receiver. And maybe Trent Fritz could do the same, but at the quarterback position.
Trent Fritz, he's the next man up right after Casey Rooney. So they're trying to do their best to develop him, and then once Rooney leaves, they're going to hopefully have Friends has a solid QB game going.
Absolutely. I lied. I do believe that his brother was a quarterback. I think I was wrong there. And Fritz back in shotgun. Running back's back. Got Aaron Johnson on the left side. Handoff. Powerful run there. Pick it up about 4 or 5 yards. About 4.
Number 15, Evan Janning on the
And Evan Janning on that carry there.
Making the stop for the Cardinals is number 18, Zaire Hall.
Zaire Hall picking up the stop there. And 3rd down and 7. Stadium a little quiet, knowing, this homecoming night, game's over, it's cold, we want to go home, but that's okay. And there was a fumble on the play. That's going to bring up 4th down. About 3.5 minutes left. Believe that clock is just going to continue ticking down. No stopping.
It's just been a rough night for the, Raytown South Cardinals, but the Bulldogs just decided to, hey, you guys came here to play. But then in the second half, they adjusted their game, and then it's been working for the entire second half.
And we know Kearney. Kearney is a very, I would say they're a second half team, and they really showed that today. They do that in a lot of their games. Their close games are always close in the first half, but then once that second half hits, they get their halftime discussions, and then they just turn it up.
Yeah, Kearney just makes really nice adjustments during that second half. Against Winnetonka, they scored 1 time, and the rest was just all Kearney. So Kearney just knows, after 1 drive, we're going to figure you out.
And pitch here, back to Aaron Johnson. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Cardinals are going to be in their own territory still, right around the 45-yard line. And for the Cardinals here, 2.5 minutes. Let's try to get a score. Try to get some action. Just get some momentum going into this game.
Let's see what, the Raytown South Cardinals could put together, or they might just try a quick few passes just to get some, just to get some positive yardage before the game ends.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's just right now, they just need something that's going to wake them up and understand that this was a bad loss. And they just need to find something to get them going to next week. 1st and 10. About 2 minutes left on the clock here. Got a backup quarterback here with number 6. And it's going to be a handoff, but going to be Kimura Johnson at the quarterback position.
Number 28, Darrell Ransburg on the carry.
And Ransburg on the carry once again.
The stop for the Bulldogs, number 38, Tommy Duncan.
And Tommy Duncan coming up with that stop there. Number 20.
Ransburg has been having a lot of carries today, and the Raytown South Cardinals have tried their best to get him going, but it just the Bulldogs defense has just said, nope, it's not going to work against us today.
I still think one of their biggest things that they did well today was the passing game. And he is stopped right at that line of scrimmage and pulled back. That's going to be from number 35, Kennedy Union on that carry. But yeah, like what I was saying, their passing game was very strong. I just think Kearney just, they could finish the drives, and Raytown South just was struggling with that tonight.
And even the QB runs on 4th and goal just haven't been working the entire game.
It started off early. They had some problems with it late game. Handoff, and he's going to be brought down. That's going to be Union.
Number 35, Kennedy Union on the carry. Brought down again by number 32, Reese Neal.
And Reese Neal, the senior, making that stop.
Reese Neal getting some minutes in.
It's good to see. Good to see Reese getting in. Seeing a lot of these guys getting in. It's a great learning experience. Getting them ready for next year. And knowing Reese Neal is a senior, but still getting that time. So that is going to conclude our game. Kearney Bulldogs 53, Raytown South 12. Not a bad game, not a great one for the Cardinals, but still homecoming night. Kearney taking home the W. Them just really showing out, outplaying, and it's a tough loss for the Cardinals.
The Cardinals got a lot of great things going in the first half, but then the second half happened, and it was all Bulldogs.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude us here in Kearney, Missouri. Man, what a game. I had a pleasure announcing this game with you tonight, Taylor. We will have our final broadcast next week here in Kearney, Missouri against the Grandview Bulldogs. It's been a pleasure with you guys tonight. Thank you. Good night.